Namaskaram, my name is Ramesh Natarajan and you have reached GRD Iyers GuruCool YouTube channel. We are an inclusive team and we specially encourage ladies to chant that to Vedas. Dear friends, we are learning Devi Kavacham. Actually, we are learning Durga Saptashati and Devi Kavacham is a part of it. And we have completed Shloka number 21 in Devi Kavacham. We'll be going on to Shloka number 22. As most of you may be knowing, in fact, I request all of you, if possible, please change your background to Durga Saptashati cover instead of AtiRudram. When you are in Rudram class, keep the AtiRudram background. When you are in Saptashati class, please keep the Saptashati background. So we have published our books called Durga Saptashati, available in 6 languages. You can find it in Kindle. You can find it in Amazon, Kindle, in whichever country you are on, and you can follow along with us. So let's start with the prayer. Om Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Let me share my screen and I'll request Meenal Soniji to join me.
Namaskaram, Guruji.
Namaskaram. So can you see my screen?
Yes, Guruji. Can you hear me, Guruji?
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
It's a little low, the voice.
Give me 1 second.
And once again, just to remind members, we do have a very detailed chanting classes recorded, both past years as well as Durga Saptashati as per the book. Myself reciting a shloka and repeated twice by the students. They're very, very valuable resources for you to master the chanting aspect. Okay. So we'll start from shloka number 22. Adhare chamritakala.
Adhare chamritakala. Adhare chamritakala.
Jihvayancha saraswati.
Jihvayancha saraswati. Jihvayancha saraswati.
So all of you please note though, this word is Jihva, J I H V A. Some pronounce as Jivha, it's wrong. It is Jihva is correct. So please make a note. Adhare chamritakala jihvayancha saraswati.
Adhare chamritakala jihvayam.
Yeah, please go ahead, Meenalji.
Adhare chamritakala jihvayancha saraswati. Adhare chamritakala jihvayancha saraswati.
Dantan rakshatu kaumari.
Dantan rakshatu kaumari. Dantan rakshatu kaumari.
Kantha madhye tu chandika.
Kanthamadhye tu chandika. Kanthamadhye tu chandika.
Dantan rakshatu kaumari kantha madhye tu chandika.
Dantan rakshatu kaumari. Kanthamadhye tu chandika. Dantan rakshatu kaumari. Kanthamadhye tu chandika.
अधरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षतु कौमारी कण्ठमध्ये तु चण्डिका 3 times.
अधरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षतु कौमारी कण्ठमध्ये तु चण्डिका अधरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षतु कौमारी कण्ठमध्ये तु चण्डिका अधरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षतु कौमारी कण्ठमध्ये तु चण्डिका
घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च
घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च
मा actually it says Maha, there's a typo. Correct only, yeah. Maha Maya cha taluke
महामाया च तालुके महामाया च तालुके
घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामाया च तालुके
घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामाया च तालुके घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामाया च तालुके
कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत्
कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत्
So some of the well-known names of deities are where we make a mistake and take it for granted. For example, Kamakshi Chibukam Rakshet, people may go like that because, oh, I know Kamakshi, as if she's the next door neighbor. So Mag Dhirgam. So Ghantikan Chitra Ghanta Cha Mahamaya Cha Taluke Kamakshi Chibukam Rakshet. That is the right way to go. Don't say Kamakshi Chibukam Rakshet. That's a fail in Gurukul. Vacham me sarvamangala.
वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला
कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला
कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला
घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामाया च तालुके कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला 3 times.
घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामाया च तालुके कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामाया च तालुके कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामाया च तालुके कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला
ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च
ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च
पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी
पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी
ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी
ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी
नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे
नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे
नलिकान्नलकूबरी
नलिकां नलकूबरी नलिकां नलकूबरी
नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिकान्नलकूबरी
नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिकां नलकूबरी नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिकां नलकूबरी
ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिकान्नलकूबरी 3 times.
ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिकां नलकूबरी ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिकां नलकूबरी ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिकां नलकूबरी
खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ
खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ
So there's a hidden holding between yubhau and skandhau. Bhaus, dirgha with holding can be missed. So wherever I find that I have marked it with a green, okay, so you don't miss that hidden holding. Bahu, again, bhu, dirgam, some people tend to make it. So wherever I mark with a yellow is a kind of a banana peel. Bahu me vajradharini.
बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी
खड्गधारण्युभौ स्कन्धौ बाहु मे वज्रधारिणी
खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी
Yes, you have a question, Nageshwari ji.
Namaskaram, sir.
Namaskar.
In the 24th verse, Prishtha Vamshe, is it Vamshe with the sound or is it Vamshe with
So
the
it's a good, very good technical question. For sure, normally we have to use ma only, Vamshe.
Okay.
I know I said Vanshe, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Better to use Vamshe, correct.
Okay.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
There is no escape in GuruCool. Makes me very happy. Okay, next one, 25. Just give me 1 second, please.
Sure.
Yeah, that was my daughter. So I told her to call after an hour. Okay, where are we? Neelagriva. Hastayor.
हस्तयोर
Hastayor dandini rakshe.
हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे
Actually, it should be Rakshed Ambika, but there is a Sandhi here, so it's Rakshed Dambika. Okay. Dambika Changulis Tatha.
दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा
हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा.
हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा
खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा. 3 times.
खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्धौ बाहू मे वज्रधारिणी हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षे दम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा.
Thank you so much, Minalji. Karthik ji, you have a
Thank you.
question?
Yeah, Guruji. Namaskaram, Guruji. So for
Namaskar.
the 25th verse, right? So you mentioned that Rakshed is the Sandhi rule. So how much time are we supposed to spend with the Dirgham Rakshed? So is it like
No. There is no
Rakshed
holding.
Dambika? Okay.
There is no holding with the Rakshet. If it comes, Dirgham with holding is there.
Okay.
But because of the Sandhi,
Yes.
Rakshed, there is no holding with the.
Okay.
Hastayor Dandini Rakshe Dambika Changulis Tatha is how it will go.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
Yeah, good. Okay, so let us go back to the basics of Devi Kavacham, the protection of the body, the armor for the body through the vibrations created by the recitation of Devi Kavacham. The common understanding is for physical protection, protect my body, good health and stuff like that, which is okay. But for the true devotee, the body is a tool to realize Devi. To realize Devi, one can approach it in the Sagunam form. Other is the Nirgunam form. The Nirgunam form is at a more advanced level, which is what we are all trying to understand. In that, the body is used as a very powerful tool to realize Devi. To realize means Devi, Sarvam Devi Mayam Jagate, Devi resides in everything. If Devi resides in everything, Devi resides in me also. So I am also Devi. It's a very simplistic, straightforward answer without beating around the bush. That realization comes with recitation of mantras, explanations from the Guru, real life experiences, applying the learning in practice, so on and so forth. With that as a background, we will proceed now. Adhare chamrutakala jihvayancha saraswati dantan rakshatu kaumari kantha madhye tu chandika. Now, adharam means lower lip. It is protected by Devi called Amritakala. Then Jihva Yancha Saraswati. Jihva means tongue, and Saraswati is protecting the tongue. Dantan Rakshatu Kaumari. Kaumari, or the Shakti of Subramanya or Kumara, is protecting the teeth. Kantha Madhye tu Chandika. Mid throat is protected by Chandika or Durga Devi. Next, there is a common theme here. Hopefully you will notice that. Ghantikam Chitra Ghantacha. Chitra Ghanta will protect the sound box, the voice box. Mahamaya cha taluke. Okay, so let us stop here up to sound box. So you have lower lip, tongue, teeth, throat, and sound box. And in the previous, we started with Uttaroshte, upper lip. What are all these parts referring to? And let me not stop there. Let me go further. Mahamaya cha taluke. So Mahamaya protects the top of the head, taluke. Kamakshi protects the chin. And Vacham me Sarva Mangala. So Sarva Mangala is protecting the speech. Let me mark that. This is head, Chibukam. Where are all these parts located? Which area? Lips, tongue, teeth, throat, and then you have your, it all, which part of the body, which area? Mouth. For producing sound. And it is kind of encapsulated Vacham or speech. Speech or sound is produced through interaction of the lips, teeth, throat, voice box, right? And you also need, obviously, the head, the mouth resides in the head. And so all of this produces speech. Realizing Devi through faculties of hearing, smell, taste, sight, and hearing. Speech. The protection for all of these parts is to ensure that our speech, the sounds produced by us, are pure. That's the reason we're asking for this protection. Are we seeking protection for the tongue and the teeth to spread gossip so that we can shout at somebody? It's common sense, isn't it? If you think about it, it's a no-brainer. We are requesting Devi to protect it so that we can employ these parts of the body in a cohesive fashion and direct them towards realization of Devi. It could be chanting of mantras. It could be singing praise of her through hymns, or simply by keeping quiet. Meditation. Just because you have a body part doesn't mean you have to use it. Either use it productively or don't use it if not required. Don't misuse it. I think the meaning becomes very simple, right? Once you see it this way, why are you asking for the protection? At the lower level, you can say no teeth pain. I don't want my lips to be burnt in the sun. I don't want my throat to be affected by virus. That's a very lower level of understanding. Yes, those are needed, but finally, in a regular day-to-day basis, we need protection to employ this faculty for realizing Devi in sound. Devi is Nada Brahman, sound form of Vedas are called sound form of God, right? So everything is Devi for us. So whatever sound we produce, and those who are in SriVidya also know Matangi rules speech. So, and Matangi is also known as the dark Saraswati in the Tantra world. So this is all a prayer for producing the proper sound. And since we in Gurukul here focus a lot on chanting, I think this is very special for us. Good. So let's proceed to the next Grivayam. Grivayam Bhadrakali cha Prishthavamshe Dhanurdhari. So Bhadrakali, let her protect my neck. Let Dhanurdhari protect my back. May Neela Griva protect the outer part of my throat, and may Nalakubari protect my windpipe. Again, all these parts, neck, I'm not sure so much the back, but probably it refers to the back of the throat, back of the neck. Normally, Prishtha means back. And Nilagriva protect the outer part of my throat, and Nalakubri protect my windpipe. Again, these are sound related. May Khadgini protect my shoulders, and Vajradharini protect my arms. Where are we? Grivayam Bhadrakali cha Prishthavamse Dhanurdhari Nilagriva Bhaikanthe Nalikam Nalakubari Khadgadharin Yubhau Skandhau. Skandhau means shoulders. Bahu means arms, protected by Vajradharini. Hastayor Dandini Rakshed. May Dandini protect my hands. And Ambika, let her protect my fingers. And did we come to Nakhan Chuleshwar? No. So now, from, if you see, we are kind of progressing from the top of the head to the mouth down to the shoulders and hands now. See the sequence now, the progression of the body parts. What does generally shoulder represent? What do generally hands represent? What do fingers generally represent? Shoulder is always used to signify strength. Bearing the load. If you, even in English, if you see, strong shoulders, we say. Strong shoulders for what? For causing harm or for causing good? Arms hands, fingers in the service of Devi. Every single body part has to be employed in the realization of Devi or self-realization. With hands, we can do service. Are we protecting our hands for just its physical safety? We want strong shoulders. We want able arms. We want strong fingers so that we can employ them in the service of Devi. The service of Devi can be at different levels. For performing a puja, for doing social service, what they call kainkaryam. You can go and help out using your... So basically, use your power, physical power, in the service of Devi. If you ask me, even joining the army and lifting arms in protection of the country is also in service of Devi only. There's nothing wrong in that. Next, we go to 26. I have only one request. Whatever explanations are given, take it, understand at the physical level, no doubt, but ultimately connect it to one point always, to realize Devi. What is realization of Devi? I am Devi. How can I be Devi? You are already Devi. You have not realized it. How is that possible? Always remember the example of a stone. Once the sculptor starts working on the stone and removes the extra stone, the murti remained. The murti was already there. So Devi is already within us. To realize it, we are using the body as an instrument in all different ways possible towards only one goal, for self-realization. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But definitely feel free to enjoy the Sagunam aspect of it, imagining Devi is protecting me this part, is protecting me that part. Nothing wrong in it. That is what the sloka says, and it cannot be wrong. But there is a purpose beyond what is obvious that has to be understood. Okay, so let's proceed to number 26. Let me call upon Karthik ji to help me recite it. Nakhanchuleshwari rakshet.
Nakhanchuleshwari rakshet. Nakhanchuleshwari rakshet.
Kukshau rakshennaleshwari.
Kukshau rakshennaleshwari. Kukshau rakshennaleshwari.
Nakhanchuleshwari rakshet. Kukshau rakshennaleshwari.
Nakhanchuleshwari rakshet. Kukshau rakshennaleshwari. Naleshwari. Nakhanchuleshwari rakshet. Kukshau rakshennaleshwari.
Stanau rakshen mahalakshmir.
Stanau rakshen mahalakshmir. Stanau rakshen mahalakshmir.
Manashoka vinashini.
Manashoka vinashini. Manashoka vinashini.
Stanau rakshen mahalakshmir. Manashoka vinashini.
Tanau rakshen mahalakshmir. Manashoka vinashini. स्तनौ रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मीर्मनःशोकविनाशिनी
नखाञ्छूलेश्वरी रक्षेत् कुक्षौ रक्षेन्नलेश्वरी स्तनौ रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मीर्मनःशोकविनाशिनी 3 times.
नखाञ्छूलेश्वरी रक्षेत् कुक्षौ रक्षेन्नलेश्वरी स्तनौ रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मीर्मनःशोकविनाशिनी नखाञ्छूलेश्वरी रक्षेत् कुक्षौ रक्षेन्नलेश्वरी स्तनौ रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मीर्मनःशोकविनाशिनी नखाञ्छूलेश्वरी रक्षेत् कुक्षौ रक्षेन्नलेश्वरी स्तनौ रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मीर्मनःशोकविनाशिनी
Hridayam. So, if you want to use Anuswaram, Hridayam Lalita Devi can be Hridayam. If you use Anuswaram, it will be Hridayam. Hridayam Lalita Devi.
हृदयल्ललिता देवी हृदयल्ललिता देवी
Udaram Shuladharini.
उदरं शूलधारिणी उदरं शूलधारिणी
Hridayam Lalita Devi. Udaram Shuladharini.
हृदयं ललिता देवी उदरं शूल
Devi, don't drag the V too much. There is no holding with the U, okay?
Yes. हृदयल्ललिता देवी उदरं शूलधारिणी हृदयल्ललिता देवी उदरं शूलधारिणी
Nabhau Chakamini Rakshet.
नाभौ च कामिनी
Go again.
नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेद् नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेद्
Guhyam Guhyeshwari Tatha.
गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा
Nabhau Chakamini Rakshet. Guhyam Guhyeshwari Tatha.
नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेद् गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेद् गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा
I find some people have a challenge with pronouncing Guhyam, and I've heard Guhyam and all that. It's very simple. Split Guh Yam. Very simple. Don't have to struggle. Guhyam, Guhyam, Guhyam. Do that 10 times and you'll never have a problem with that word. Hridayam Lalita Devi Udaram Shuladharini Nabhau Chakamini Rakshet Guhyam Guhyeshwari Tatha. 3 times.
हृदयल्ललिता देवी उदरं शूलधारिणी नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेद् गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा हृदयल्ललिता देवी उदरं शूलधारिणी नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेद् गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा हृदयल्ललिता देवी उदरं शूलधारिणी नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेद् गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा
कट्यां भगवती रक्षेज्
कट्यां भगवती रक्षेद् कट्यां भगवती रक्षेद्
जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी
जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी
कट्यां भगवती रक्षेज् जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी
कट्यां भगवती रक्षेद् जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी कट्यां भगवती रक्षेद् जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी
भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे
भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे
ऊरु महिषवाहिनी
ऊरु महिषवाहिनी ऊरु महिषवाहिनी
भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरु महिषवाहिनी
भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरु महिषवाहिनी भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरु महिषवाहिनी
कट्यां भगवती रक्षे जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरु महिषवाहिनी 3 times
कट्यां भगवती रक्षे जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरु महिषवाहिनी कट्यां भगवती रक्षे जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरु महिषवाहिनी कट्यां भगवती रक्षे जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरु महिषवाहिनी
जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता
जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता
सर्वकामप्रदायिनी
सर्वकामप्रदायिनी सर्वकामप्रदायिनी
जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी
जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी
गुल्फयोर not gulfa gulfa gulfayornarasimhi च
गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च
पादौ चामिततेजसी
पादौ चामिततेजसी पादौ चामिततेजसी
गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च पादौ चामिततेजसी
गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च पादौ चामिततेजसी गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च पादौ चामित तेजसी
जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च पादौ चामित तेजसी. 3 times.
जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च पादौ चामित तेजसी जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च पादौ चामित तेजसी जङ्घे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी गुल्फयोर्नारसिंही च पादौ चामित तेजसी
पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत्
पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत् पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत्
पादाधस्थलवासिनी
पादाधस्थलवासिनी पादाधस्थलवासिनी
पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत् पादाधस्थलवासिनी
पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत् पादाधस्थलवासिनी पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत् पादाधस्थलवासिनी
नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च
नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च
केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी
केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी
नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी
नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी
पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत् पादाधस्थलवासिनी नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी. 3 times.
पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत् पादाधस्थलवासिनी नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत् पादाधस्थलवासिनी नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी पादाङ्गुलीश्रीर्मे रक्षेत् पादाधस्थलवासिनी नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी.
Thank you so much, Karthik ji.
Thank you.
Nakhan 26 sloka. Nakhan Chuleshwari Rakshet Kukshau Rakshen Naleshwari. Nakham means nails. So, due to a little grammar, the sh has become ch here. Shuleshwari has become Chuleshwari. Those, many of you might have noticed this even in, for Shiva, Shiva is used in some places because of a preceding na. It comes in Dhyanam for Rudra, Dhyana slokam for before Rudram, right? आपातालनभस्थलांत भुवन ब्रह्मांडमाविस्फुरत् ज्योतिस्फाटिकलिंगमौलिविलसत् पूर्णेन्दवान्तामृतैः अस्तोकामृतमे प्रपन्न ध्याये दीप्सुतसिद्धये ध्रुवपदं विप्रोभिषिञ्जेत् शिवम्. Shivam becomes Shivam. So this is actually Shureshwari because Na is Nakhan is coming, so Sha becomes Cha. So it is just a grammar rule. So the nails are protected by Shuleshwari. Kukshau, that is, I think, belly or the stomach is protected by Naleshwari. Stanau Rakshen, Mahalakshmi. The breasts are protected by Mahalakshmi. So is there a specific reference only to ladies? Not, I don't think so. It refers to the chest basically. And if you want to look at it from a feminine perspective, it is for nourishment, to protect the area that nourishes. And for men, it is a sign of strength. Just like the shoulders, a strong chest also refers to strength. Manas Shoka Vinashini. Manas Shoka Vinashini. So, which is also the destruction of all kinds of our sorrows. Now, there is something I want to share here. You see, there is a difference in the way that men and women perform namaskarams. The men perform the Shashtanga namaskaram, whereas the women perform the Panchanga namaskaram. So when the women perform the namaskaram, their chest and their stomach or their womb does not touch the ground. It has been purposely designed to protect the two areas that are important for the child. The breast for feeding children and stomach if the lady is pregnant, and sometimes the lady may not even be aware that she is pregnant. So it's a precautionary measure taken that ladies are not permitted to do the full stretched namaskaram. Only the men are supposed to. I wanted to share that kind of information as an aside. Hridayam Lalita Devi. Why Lalita in the Hridayam? Point to ponder. The answer for that is in Antaryagam in SriVidya. So those who have the SriVidya book, look up the Antaryagam, which is a beautiful process of performing the Sri Chakra Puja internally. And in that, the step includes invoking Devi within and inviting her to reside in one's heart. So, the Anahata Chakra or the heart chakra, Lalita rules there because she lives there. If Lalita is inside us, who are we? We are just the outer kosham. Lalita is inside, right? Lalita is inside you. You look different, but who lives in your heart? Lalita. I look different, but who lives in my heart? Lalita. So, the inner light is same. The outer form may vary. Now, if you ask Hanuman, if he tears his chest open, you will see Rama and Sita. But Sita is there. Sita is there, right? So it is just like Shiva Shakti, Rama, Sita, Lakshmi, Narayana, both go together. There is no difference between the two. They're only the male and feminine, male aspect and the feminine aspect. So it is important. Hridaya Lalita Devi, why only Lalita? So I wanted to connect that Antaryagam and Anahata Chakra for the place that Lalita resides. Udaram Shula Dharini. Udaram means abdomen. So Shula Dharini protects the abdomen. Shula Dharini again refers to only Durga. Nabhau cha kamini rakshet. Nabhau, that is a navel, is protected by Devi called Kamini. Guhyam, Guhyeshwari tatha. Guhyam, or the hidden parts, are protected by Guhyeshwari. Now, this Guhyam basically refers to the backside. Those of you who have been to Nepal for Kailash Yatra in Kathmandu, there is a temple, Shakti Peetham called Guhyeshwari. And in that Guhyeshwari, if you see, you will find a silver kavacham like a hum, like the form of the buttocks, the backside. You'll find just like the curved backside, representing the part of the body, the backside of Devi that fell in that area. So our back, all devotees' backside is protected by Guhyeshwari. Katyam Bhagavati. Now again, watch carefully how the body parts are moving from the top of the head to the shoulders to the hands to the. And by the way, when it says Tano Rakshen Mahalakshmir, protecting the heart or the breast or the chest, we also say our heart is laden with emotions and feelings. So it talks about the destruction of the negative feelings, negative emotions, that Mahalakshmi helps in protecting us from getting the negative feelings. So we are going to the heart area now. And from the heart area, we are going to the stomach area. And then going to the Nabhi area, which is the navel. And then we are going a little further down to the backside. So in this, I already mentioned the importance of the hands that you can use for realizing Devi, either performing puja or doing social service, all good activities. Again, using our heart for worshipping Lalita, where she resides. Now we come to the area of the stomach. Stomach refers to an area where the food is stored and is digested. So there is an indirect reference to eating proper food. That food that is in the service of Devi. What food? Satvika food. What is Satvika food? That kind of food that will give us or aid our spiritual efforts. Now let me explain here. When we work out in the gym and lift weights, what is appropriate food to eat to ensure that the effort in the gym gives us maximum results? It is protein. So your diet becomes protein heavy so that your hard work in the gym is maximized. The results are maximized. So the food supports the effort. Yes or no? Similarly, if you are a very hard-working physical, if you're in a job that requires a lot of physical effort, what will the food be concentrated on? Carbohydrates, to give you maximum energy to burn. What if you are in the spiritual path? What is the kind of food you should take? And before that, our Sanatana Dharma system has been very carefully crafted, including food habits. If you see the food habits of the Rajas and Maharajas, Kshatriyas, it was highly Rajasic. They used to indulge in wine, they used to indulge in women, they used to indulge in eating non-vegetarian food, hunting activities, because their job was of a Rajasic nature. Ambitious, administration, controlling, attacking, defending. So their food habits were to promote that Rajasic nature. But the activity that we are indulging in is spiritual. So the food has to be aiding that spiritual effort. If you see from that way, what is the best food that will aid your spiritual effort? Is it too much of carbohydrate? Is it too much of protein? So some foods in our Sanatana Dharma have been described as sattvic food. Generally, it refers to fruits, it refers to milk, right? It refers to certain grains. All of you know more or less what I'm talking about. So the reference to the stomach here is to be careful that the food that you intake is aiding your spiritual efforts to the maximum. Because if you take a food that is not conducive, your spiritual efforts will not get the maximum output. It's very clear. Suppose you go to the gym and eat junk food, whatever you are working out, your calories will double by eating the junk food. You are not going to get any benefit. Once you get the hang of this and you realize it, you'll become more conscious about what you are stuffing yourselves with. Very simple. Then, Nabhi. In the Nabhi, we have, who resides in the Nabhi? Durga Devi. In the Manipuraka Chakra in the Nabhi area is called the Manipuraka Chakram. That is the place of Durga Devi. Durga Devi is Agni Swarupam. So the Agni Tattvam is connected to the Nabhi area. And there are two types of Agnis. One is Jathara-Agni. Jathara means stomach. Agni means fire. So there is hunger. Second is Kama-Agni. The Agni or the fire of lust or desire. That Nabhi area is the source of two types of fire. One is the fire of hunger, and if you eat properly, you continue your life. Secondly, if you control your urges properly, you also help in the continuation of producing offspring and to continue your generations. Whether you believe or not, in Sanatana Dharma, it is said that any copulation that happens, any physical intimacy that happens has to be only for the purpose of producing offspring. It's very simple. That's how it is explained. So here that Nabhi is protected by Kamini and the backside is protected by Guhyeshwari. Now, you can say why the backside is important. You have to sit. So the purposes of sitting should be for proper purpose, for doing puja, for doing writing, for doing some good stuff, right? Think of it like that. Katyam Bhagavati Rakshe Januni Vindhyavasini. May Bhagavati protect my waist area. So remember, from stomach we are going down to the waist area. May Bhagavati protect my waist area, and may Vindhyavasini protect my knees. Januni means the knees. And may Katyam Bhagavati Rakshe Januni Vindhyavasini Janghe Mahabala Bhutanatha च मेढ्रम में ऊरु महिषवाहिनी. What is medhram?
Genitals.
So you have the entire list. Okay. So let Bhutanatha protect the genitals, and Uru is
Thighs.
Let the thighs be protected by Mahishavahini. So we are coming to the area of the waist, the knees, the private parts, correct? Then the next one, Janghe Mahabala Prokta. Mahabala protects the hips. And Sarvakama Pradayini. Sarvakama Pradayini. So that is Sarvakama Pradayini. Basically, all whatever work we do, that should be successful. Now, this particular area, waist, thighs, private parts, knees, this area is used in the physical reproductive activity. It is also used in hard work. The protection for these areas is again whenever they are employed only for realizing Devi. Now the question may again happen as to how can you interpret it like this? Again, I said any service is in the service of Devi. So even the reproductive activity has to be in the service of Devi. Okay, let's move forward. Did we do Padanguli? Oh, Gulpayor. No, the last line is remaining. Gulpayor Narasimhi cha Padau Chamita Tejasi. Narasimhi, let her protect my ankles, and may the feet be protected by Tejasi. The thigh area, the feet area, the ankle area are used to support the entire structure of the body, right? So the legs are the foundation on which the entire body rests. So there is also a prayer that the body's foundation should be strong so that it can be in the service of Devi. The legs are used for walking. You can consider walking also for yatra. Now, yatra does not necessarily mean just to see the Devi. The purpose of the yatra is to provide you with experiences during the yatra also for your spiritual development. That yatra from where you start from your home and walking towards your spiritual goal. Oh, I have to go to the top of the mountain. But on the way, you see so many things. All of them are to give you a spiritual lesson. Are you aware of that? Or you're ignoring them and thinking, I have to reach the top of the mountain. That is my goal. Every thing that happens during the journey that you are using your feet for and going forward are having a lesson if you observe them very carefully. Okay? I'm trying to bring that angle in because sometimes when we go on yatra, we close our eyes to everything. We should not. Those days when we undertake the yatra, Devi will give us opportunities to realize her in different ways. Okay? So, like I said, the legs form a strong part for the base of the whole body. So, they have to be strong and used properly for spiritual purposes. Do we have time or not? Yeah, probably we can finish a couple. Okay, let me call upon Sangeeta Patel ji.
Namaskaram, Guruji.
Namaskaram. Did we do Padanguli Srir Me Rakshet? We didn't, right?
Yes, we did.
We did?
Yes.
We did,
Oh,
Guruji.
we did that or not?
Yes, Guruji, we did it.
Oh, okay. So, Sangeeta ji, let me explain that because I don't think I explained that. So, the toes, let Shri, now Shri is always associated with Lakshmi. Let Lakshmi protect my toes and may, what is it? Padanguli Shrir Me Rakshet, Pada Dhastala Vasini. And may Talavasini protect the soles of my feet. Nakhan Damshtra Karalicha Keshams Chaivordhva Keshini. So Devi called Damshtra Kali, let her protect my toenails and let Urdhva Keshini protect my hair. Now, we have completed the from top to bottom, and now we are again going back to the top of the head to talk about the hair on the head. Let Urdhva Keshini protect my hair, and then we'll go to the next one, Roma Kupeshu. That is where Sangeeta Patel ji comes in.
Ji.
Roma Kupeshu Kauberi.
Romakupeshu kauberi. Romakupeshu kauberi.
Tvacham Vagishwari Tatha.
Tvacham vagishwari tatha. Tvacham vagishwari tatha.
Roma Kupeshu Kauberi Tvacham Vagishwari Tatha.
Romakupeshu kauberi. Tvacham vagishwari tatha. Romakupeshu kauberi. Tvacham vagishwari tatha.
Rakta Majjavasamansan.
Raktamajjavasamamsan. Raktamajjavasamamsan.
Yasthimedamsi Parvati.
यस्थिमेदांसि पार्वती यस्थिमेदांसि पार्वती
Raktamajjavasamamsan Yasthimedamsi Parvati.
रक्तमज्जावसामांसान्यस्थिमेदांसि पार्वती रक्तमज्जावसामांसान्यस्थिमेदांसि पार्वती
रोमकूपेषु कौबेरी त्वचं वागीश्वरी तथा रक्तमज्जावसामांसान् यस्थिमेदांसि पार्वती. 3 times.
रोमकूपेषु कौबेरी त्वचं वागीश्वरी तथा रक्तमज्जावसामांसान्यस्थिमेदांसि पार्वती रोमकूपेषु कौबेरी त्वचं वागीश्वरी तथा रक्तमज्जावसामांसान्यस्थिमेदांसि पार्वती रोमकूपेषु कौबेरी त्वचं वागीश्वरी तथा रक्तमज्जावसामांसान्यस्थिमेदांसि पार्वती
अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च
अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च
पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी.
पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी
अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी.
अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी
पद्मावती पद्मकोशे
पद्मावती पद्मकोशे पद्मावती पद्मकोशे
कफे चूडामणिस्तथा
कफे चूडामणिस्तथा कफे चूडामणिस्तथा
पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा
पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा
अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा. 3 times.
अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तञ्च मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा.
Thank you so much. 3 times done.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Roma Kupeshu Kauberi. Roma Kupam means skin pores. May they be protected by Kauberi. Why the skin pores? What is the function of the skin pores?
Respiration. Sweating.
What does sweating refer to?
Elimination of the bad things. That is
Yes.
unwanted
Bring down
things
the
from the
temperature.
body.
Body temperature and
Basically hard work. Okay, hard work. Again in the service of Devi. Okay, so this is referring to the physical skin pores only, right? So the physical skin pores, so indirectly there is a reference for sweating, and sweating for what? All hard work only towards service towards Devi is my understanding. Twacham, skin, protected by Vagishwari. Skin means touch. Skin refers to sense of touch. Anything I touch should be for the realization of Devi. Anything I touch should not be or setting me on a path that takes me away from Devi. Touching refers to sense of pleasure, but touching can also be employed fruitfully. There are, all of us today know what is a bad touch and what is a good touch. That good touch can be used in many positive ways. Let it be used for that. Rakta majjava samamsan yasthi medamsi Parvati. Rakta means blood. Majja means marrow of the bones. And let that be, what is it? Rakta majjava samamsan, number 31. And the fat of the body, let it be protected by Parvati. May the blood, may the bone marrow, may the fat of the body all be protected by Parvati. Antrani kala ratrischa. May Kalaratri protect my intestines. Pittam cha Mukuteshwari. Pittam means bile. Can you believe this shloka talks about bile? When did the Western world, medicine world, discover bile? I don't know. Bile is being talked about. That's what struck me. So look at the knowledge we had thousands of years ago about fat in the body, bone marrow. Bone is okay. Even bone marrow is okay. But what about bile? I don't know. Padmavati Padma Koshe. Let Padmavati protect the chakras. So already the knowledge about various chakras in the body, Mooladharam, Swadhishthanam, Manipurakam, Anahatam, Vishuddhi, Agnya Chakra, all were already known. Let them be protected by Padmavati. And film, Kaphe, let that be protected by Chudamani. Now, we came from top of the body to the bottom of the body. Again, we went to the top. We talked about Kesham, which is our hair. And we talked about now, not the body parts, but the skin that covers the body and the skin pores. And then we talked about the internal parts like blood, fat, bone marrow. Then we talked about intestines. We talked about stomach, but now we also talk about intestines. And we talk about bile. Now, intestines are also used for what purpose? for digestion and expelling the remnants of the food, and pittam, bile, liver, all of these is also used in the digestive process. Then we go further talking about subtle things like chakras. And then we talk about a film also. Look at the details to which it goes. And the point again and again and again, why seeking the protection of all of this in such detail? We say that every inch of my body is in Devi's service. Well, every inch of the body has been described here in detail, right? Now, interestingly, there are certain things I noticed, and I don't know if I'm imagining, but some of the English words that have come from Sanskrit, antrani, somehow I think this is intestine. So in English, we have entrails. We have the English word entrails. So I think somehow it is connected to this antrani, entrails, intestines. And earlier too, I noticed one word. I forgot to mark it. Nakhan. Hridayam Lalita Devi.
Januni.
Yeah,
Is
just
it
give me 2
Januni?
minutes, okay? I'll be
It's
there.
knee.
Nasika, nasal.
Yeah, something else also I noticed.
Guruji, it's Januni. It's knee.
Yeah, you can see. Something else I noticed. It will come back to me. It will come back to me. But it's quite amazing how it's connected.
Guruji, one question.
Yeah.
So, Hasti Medamsi Parvati, right? Like Medamsi refers to intellect?
No, not. It's not talking about the physics. No, it's not talking about intellect. Let me see. It says blood, marrow of the bones, fat, and bone. So I think that is bone, I think. I'll have to research that a little bit on exact body part, okay?
Okay, Guruji.
I don't think it is talking about the medha, the intellect, but it could be.
Guruji,
But I'll get back to you.
this is the second dana. Medas means our stout body. That is a medas. This
Could
was
be.
meda.
But here it is surely physical aspect only. I know that.
Physical. It is not a third, fourth. It is second da. Third da. Third da.
Yeah.
It is not
Dha,
second.
Guruji. She's right actually. Dha is medha and the meda.
Medas. That is
Meda
medas.
is
This is meda.
fat.
Medas. Medas is fat. Fat or stout body, that is.
Yeah. I think it is a physical aspect only. What did I do? Did I stop sharing or no?
Sharing is good, Guruji.
So Karthik ji, you wanted to say something?
Yes, Guruji. I noticed that there's, as you mentioned, the reference to Pittam and Kapham. So is it like Vata, Pitta, Kapha also?
Yes.
Okay.
It is. The thing is, I don't want you guys to like go too much into the exact details, but to get the whole holistic concept as to what are we talking about and why it's asking for this protection. What is it hinting at? So if you summarize everything to employ every body part in the service of Devi, and how do I maintain this body part to make it healthy to be to use it for the service, you slowly start getting the construct. So you will not start worrying about which exact Devi is protecting my part. You'll start understanding what you have to do because you are Devi. Protect yourself. Okay. Yes, Anuradha ji, and that will be the last one because I think I have to talk to my daughter. She has been calling me twice.
Guruji, in Hridaya Lalita Devi, you marked as a yellow for banana peels. Is there a banana peel?
Just as an important point as to why Hridayam and Lalita and not any other Devi. Because end of the day, she is also referred to as Durga in Lalita Sahasranamam, and in Durga Ashtotram, Durga is referred to as Lalita. So there is no difference. And Bhaskar Raya has also said Navakshari mantra and Panchadashi mantra, there is no difference. I have explained that in the book. So there's no difference between Lalita and Durga. It's the way you want to. One is Ugram, the other is Shantam. The mother, to protect the child, can take a violent form, and the mother can also be very loving to the child. So it is a question of what role she is undertaking. It's as simple as that. Me personally, I was always attracted to the Ugra form, but now I am also in SriVidya. So I am also hopefully maturing, right? Okay, I think I want all of you to get the basic gist, and not details are important, but don't get lost in them. Always take a step back and say, what does this mean? And I've given you one reference point, right? What is that one reference point? Self-realization. What is self-realization? I am Devi.
I am Devi.
Simple. So if you are Devi, what is the nature of Devi? What are her activities? How far are you removed from that? So if you start understanding that and correcting your course, you will get to that level. It is not that difficult. Your bearing must be correct. Your efforts must be correct. Results are always there. Because it is said, you take one step towards Devi, she will take 1,000 steps towards you. That you are here and not watching a TV serial itself is a sign that you are doing the right thing. But remember, doing is more important than understanding and not doing. If you do something and don't understand, it doesn't matter. It will have its results. If you understand and don't do, no, useless. So, to me, action is more important, practice is important, chanting is important. Especially Saptashati is equal to the Vedas, all the Vedas. So don't take it lightly. Thank you so much. All the very best. Jai Chandi. Namaskaram.
Jai Chandi. Thank you, sir.